Hey everyone, it's me, PZio, and welcome to the first episode of my new tutorial series. How to solo rush the cargo with a bow. Today we will learn together one of my privileged paths to glory, the wonderful cargo roaming around with his beautiful siren going, like a cute cat purring in delight. This might be the most satisfying melody to my ears, but why? Guarded by a bunch of scientists, this place has an insane amount of loot that could instantly bring you to the highest tiers of equipment. It's actually my favorite place in the game. The idea is to board it as fast as possible as soon as it spawns. Rushing it at the start of the wipe might even be the best timing, since you don't want to run into full metal AK player that will crush your dreams in an eyelash. Despite its apparent difficulty, it can be rushed with one of the earliest weapons in the game, a simple bow. Here is a quick summary of the minimal requirements in order to achieve that run. You will need a bit of fuel. Depending on your position from the cargo, you might want to have from like 10 to several dozens of RGF, but you will have to try your best to find a boat as close as possible of the cargo, since it is consuming 6 low-grade fuel per minute. In this example, I just had to hit a few barrels in order to get the amount I needed. Then you will need a boat, which is always very easy to find since it's spawning in large numbers on the beaches. You might want to use a rib instead, but I find it too expensive in fuel matters and harder to board as a solo. Then you obviously need a hunting bow, which can easily be crafted with wood and cloth, a bunch of arrows, as much bandages or cloth as possible to heal yourself from the damage made by scientists, and maybe other people. Oh, I forgot the most important, huge balls of steel. This is not craftable, unfortunately. Let's get started. First, the boarding. After a year of completing this challenge, I figured out the best way to board the cargo with a boat is to take a perpendicular trajectory, aiming at the middle of the cargo, with a slight curve at the end to use the cargo itself as cover and align with it. Otherwise, you risk to be heavily under fire by the scientists. And considering you might have the most basic protection or even known at this point, you have a big chance to die trying. I think I died about 11 times as a noob before even managing to board it successfully. Yeah. The key of this rush is trying to reach the cargo hold. This can be done on both extremities of the cargo. You will make your choice depending on the outside scientist's position. The primary objective of this rush being to reach stronger weapons, since you might have to quickly fight other players having the same idea as you. The cargo hold will only have 2 scientists, and hopefully you will only need to deal with one of them. The very tricky part of that rush is that arrows are actually deflected, depending on the orientation of the cargo. It's an odd phenomenon that quite surprised me the first time. Check this out. In this case, I'm aiming slightly to the left to hit the scientists. Be careful though, the spots can prove themselves ruthless. A single mistake can cost you the whole run, but I assume you already know that. This footage is from a staging vehicle testing range I had the opportunity to play on. You might notice my own inventory of car components. A headshot will prove itself very useful as well, even a stone one, in order to gather additional cloth from the scientists who managed to kill. You could even find some meds on them if you're lucky enough. The cargo hold is extremely loaded, containing military crates, elite crates, and from known to 3 hackable crates, which is 3 times the loot of an oil rig, no matter its size, small or large. I've been very lucky on that front since all 3 hackable crates were in the same spot. Only to be annoyed by the second scientist, but it's no big deal. I tried to shoot him down. You can clearly notice a rope deflection here to the right. But these guys have the unbearable habit of hiding to heal when having low HP, which can really complicate things. I know, I should have used this nade. Moreover, I didn't get any good weapon this time, as I expected to. But you might have a very high chance to find at least a Tommy, a double barrel shotgun, some pistol. Or if you're blessed on this day, even an AK rifle could be found in elite crates. Since the hackable crates will take 15 minutes to be opened, you better find one gun before. Otherwise, the controls will be hard to manage. Another important thing. The cargo might pass through very cold places, so make sure you have something to hold you warm. At this moment, as I didn't have enough healing items, I was going to die from the cold for sure. So I tested something. I tried to disconnect from the server, hoping it would save me. Praying as well that no one would board in the time being. 15 minutes later, it's time to open this. Wait, what? That doesn't work. I died. And by the sound of this alarm, you can figure out the cargo was leaving the place, potentially exposing me to deadly radiations as well. But I won't say more. I wish you'd have better luck than me and managed to coin that trick like a champion. And I hope you enjoyed that video. If it's the case, drop a little like and subscribe if you want to keep in touch with my content to come. I've got a lot of ideas waiting for you guys, so I hope to see you very soon. And don't forget your mom's best advice. Cover up properly. This is your friend, PZio. Have a good one.